Welcome back to Stooge Stream. I am your host, the Stooge. This is the Impact recap for the 12th of January episode of Impact Wrestling. As always, I'm joined by my co-host, the one and only Gbanks.
What's happening, YouTubers?
So we've got an awesome episode of Impact to cover. Before we get to that, we did watch One Night Only Live 2, and in a really quick recap, go pay for it and watch it. There was actually some really good matches on it.
There was some great matches. So
Yeah.
If you have 3 hours to spare, go.
Yeah, it's long. It
Yeah.
was a slog, but it was a really, really good slog. It's really worth watching, and it's great to see that the pay-per-view cycle of TNA has already started again for 2017.
We've already got
under
2
Anthem.
ready to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the Open Fight Night is just going to be an episode of Impact, because they used to do that, or it's going to be its own thing. We'll find out.
Okay, we'll
find
see.
out.
Well, they have in the that briefcase.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah, next week. So that could be
The
just
race for the case. Yeah, that's just an Impact. Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, so starting in this episode of Impact, as always, we had Josh and the Pope putting over their new owner's Anthem, which is awesome.
Yep.
Because
Love it.
Anthem is throwing some fucking money around.
I love it.
It's great. So Jeff and Matt are backstage cutting a promo. They're going to have a match tonight against none other than the Wolves.
Woo.
Davey Richards is back. The team is back. It's a tag team title match for our main event tonight.
Looking forward to that.
How awesome is that?
Looking very forward to that.
So Ec3 comes out to the ring. He's got a chair with him. He sits down in front of the crowd and has a bit of a chat with them.
Yep.
He's chatting about he wants a fair title shot, and that Davey keeps interrupting his title matches, and that Lashley interrupted, and Davey interrupted the last title match, and he just wants a fair shot.
He just wants his fair go. I like how he was sitting there with the crowd and he was asking them and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, can you see? Did I have my fair shot? No. Yep. You see that?
Yeah.
You see that? Anthem, TNA?
He interacts so well with
Yeah.
the crowd. His promo skills are further than exceptional. There isn't a word past that, but there should be for EC3's
Yeah.
promo skills. And
Easy.
Eli Drake and Mike Bennett's promo skills as well, actually. So Lashley comes out. We're expecting Davey Richards. We get Lashley. Lashley challenges EC3 to a last man standing number 1 contender match. So whoever wins the last man standing match is going to be the number 1 contender to Eddie Edwards' world heavyweight title.
Yep.
And it starts right now.
Yeah, I know, right? This could be a main event anywhere.
It's this is an opening match on an episode.
Yeah,
of
I know,
Impact.
right? Like, hey, have a last man standing match. No DQ. Oh, yeah, by the way, it's for the number 1 contender title match. Oh, and by the way, it's only first match.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go, have fun, guys.
Yeah, and Lashley and EC3. Only 2 of the best wrestlers around at the moment.
You don't have to mention that.
Yeah, we'll just throw them in, just for fun.
Just for fun.
So there is one thing before we get to the actual match itself I want to mention. So there's a fan that rocks up to the TNA event. We call him the inappropriate yeah fan, because at the most inappropriate times he'll go,
Yeah!
exactly like that. And if you've heard it once, you know exactly who we're talking
You
about.
might not even see him, but if you hear that, you know he's there.
So we couldn't spot him this time, but we heard it, because there was a point where Lashley power bombs EC3.
Power slams.
Power
him.
slams
he
him,
scoop
you're right,
slams
sorry.
him,
Yeah, onto the concrete.
Yeah,
where there's very thin mat, and everyone else is going, ooh, and
Yeah,
just
you
over
hear
that,
it. Everyone's like, ooh.
and over that you hear,
Yeah!
this is the same dude that I'm pretty sure it was the move that injured Gail Kim,
Yeah.
that slam she got onto the ramp, and everyone else is going, ooh, and he's right in front of her in a pink shirt.
In
with
a bright pink shirt, mind you.
arms up in the air,
The
yelling.
dude's like 6'5" or something,
Yeah.
mind you. Like, he stands out. Yeah.
And he's got his arms up yelling.
Yes!
So we heard that and we're like, the yeah guy's here, where is he?
Yeah.
Couldn't find him, but he was there somewhere because there was an inappropriate.
Yeah!
Now the match itself was really good. If
Yeah,
you
it
want to
was.
make a number 1 contenders match mean something, put EC3 and Lashley in it and go hit each other as hard as you can.
Even if they're not in it.
Yeah. It was good. There was a couple of brutal table spots. There was a brutal chair shot. The brutal shot on the concrete.
Brutal chair shots.
Shots.
That's what I
Yeah,
should say.
sorry. There were a lot of them.
Yeah.
That hit on the concrete, like,
It was all in all a really great match, and to start off the night too, like it was amazing. Like that's why I was just like, wow.
Now it might sound like what we're saying is like there was 3 spots in this match. There wasn't. There was a lot of spots. And they were just the big brutal hits. This match was strung together really well. There was some great stuff from the top ropes. There was some great mat wrestling. There was some great power hits. These are two.
The 3 spots we mentioned was actually the only time they used the weapons. Other than that, they were wrestling.
They were wrestling.
Yeah,
and it was great. But they took it out of each other and really made it feel like a main event.
Like they actually
match.
cared about the number 1 title shot. Like it was like it meant something. It wasn't like, oh, we're just having a match for it.
Yeah,
because we can.
No, it felt like it meant something. And Lashley beat the 10 count just after one.
Yeah, it was actually very
table shot.
Yeah. Like they both copped it, and like Ec3, got apparently the worst end of it. So.
Yeah, and he got up at 11 then.
He just got up at, well, not even, he got up at like 10, but he wasn't up at the time. He was still sitting, I should say.
It was a great way to open the show. Great match. And look, it's hard to pick which match to give match of the night to, because there were some great ones. And normally on another show, this probably would have got it for me.
Yeah, easy.
But there was one other one later on.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say too.
Yeah, I think we're going to say the same thing, but we'll see when we get there. We don't talk about this beforehand, by the way. So next we had an Eli Drake and Tyrus backstage promo.
Yeah.
Eli Drake and Tyrus interrupt a production thing happening.
Crew, like it's that blonde AIM.
The interviewer chick, So he
interview bot.
Yeah, in one of the interview bots, So he kidnaps one of the guys basically and forces him to read a statement saying that he's no longer going to talk to the crowd because you don't deserve Eli Drake's voice because you're not good enough. So
he's turning it back on everyone.
Yeah, you're not going to get any more statements from me. And then started beating on the guy with Tyrus holding back everyone else going, no, just let him work it out. It's all right.
No, I love the fact that Tyrus was just standing there. He was like, oh no, stop, Eli. And like the other crew were like, oh no, please stop.
Eli, he's a crew. He's crew. He's not a wrestler.
Production. Stop it, Eli. And like, oh no, Eli, stop. Oh, there's nothing we can do. Just let him out. Let's let him work it out. Let him work it out.
Tyrus is great.
Amazing.
Tyrus is fantastic. He's so funny. So that was, I can't wait to see where that goes. Like anything with Eli Drake in it, I'm automatically in, and Tyrus is fantastic as well. He was so underutilized and appreciated in WWE and in TNA for quite a long time. Yeah. It's great to see him when they finally do know how to use him properly and actually let him be funny, because he's so funny.
He is a super funny dude.
Yeah,
in real life,
watch him get interviewed.
Even in like wrestling, like even though he plays a heel character, he's the funny heel giant dude.
Yeah, he's always a comedy dude. Like
he was like Big Show when Big Show played, not like when Big Show played the funny
comedy heel. Yeah, I can see that, but
he's funnier than Big Show.
Yeah, I think he's got so much potential. Like, please just let him. And I think teaming up with Eli Drake is going to be a great way to expose his potential, especially if Eli Drake's shutting down.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not talking anymore. That means Tyrus is going to have to talk for him. So that's going to be great. So next up, we had Rockstar Spud in the ring, who had quit last week. So that was kind of weird. And he's in the ring in a Page Boy / Beatles outfit.
That looked like it was worn by a 5-year-old or King Maxwell.
Yeah, it really did. And it was, the crowd was chanting Sgt. Pepper, which was awesome. Great Beatles reference.
Sgt. Pepper.
So
I'm surprised I knew that.
Introduced the new Aaron Rex, who comes out. And Aaron Rex is now doing Liberace, which may be a reference. And you asked, what was that? Basically what he's doing. It's not cool, dude. It's very homophobic. I don't like this character. I think it comes off like, yeah, okay, I think the world we live in is maybe a little bit too politically correct at times.
Yeah.
And there's some things that we should allow that we don't. This isn't one of them. This just comes off as a little bit as offensive.
Yeah.
But the good thing was that Robbie E cut him off before he got too offensive.
But I could see where they were going with it. Not the fact, like, he didn't have to go. Like I was saying before, like I was pissed off at, both sides. Like, why did you have to play this character? You could have just came out, had, the robe on, had the rings and stuff, but pushed a bit too far with the makeup. I'm like, I don't really care. Like, it doesn't bother me too much. Like, I'm not really like, I'm not gonna watch TNA because I'm disgusted by it. But at the same time, like,
I just think it's stupid.
Yeah, have some thought. Like,
have a bit of respect.
Yeah,
like
at the end of the day, like,
I think you could have pulled off the same thing with Rockstar Spud dressed exactly the same, cut almost exactly the same promo, except instead of gone the Liberace route, gone like American royalty.
Yeah, you did just no makeup. That's all you needed. That's it.
No makeup and like not done the voice. Just do American royalty. Act like you're better than everyone else, which is kind of what he was doing anyway.
Yeah,
but
pretty much just he had that.
It's the fact that he put the lisp on as well and shit. It was like it's just that crossed the line to offensive. It really did. But Robbie E saved the day, comes out, cuts him off.
Yeah, but he was drawing heat. That's why
he was. Yeah, and I see the point, and I see why they're doing it because they want to draw heel heat. But there's a good way of doing it. There's a bad way of doing it. That's the cheap way. Like it's just cheap. But Robbie E came out, cut a promo on him like you're an idiot.
Yeah, practically told him like you're on national television.
Yeah,
with
doing
makeup
this,
on.
you fool. And gets beaten down by Aaron Rex and Rockstar Spud, so that's going to lead to a promo angle there. And hopefully this gives Robbie E a platform to have a couple of wins early in 2017.
And actually cement him as actually a proper serious wrestler.
Yeah, like it's been fun. Like we've always been fans of Robbie E.
Yeah, he's that wrestler you can't hate. You know what I mean?
Because he's so much fun.
And he does corny stuff too, and it's like. I can get away with it because you're Robbie E.
Yeah, he's the dude that's won the turkey suit a couple of times.
Yeah, like he takes one for the team. That's why you respect it. It's like, okay, I get you, man.
But at the same time, it's like it'd be nice for him to be taken seriously. He is an
He's a great.
He was an X Division champion. He's a tag team champion.
Yeah.
Let's take him seriously. My cat's meowing now because she wants to go out. No, you're stuck until we're done. Okay, next up we had
none of us meow here. Just letting you know we're not.
Just in case you heard it. Yeah. So we had D.C.C. cutting a promo about Decay, how they jumped them last week.
Yeah.
So D.C.C. apparently stands for, as James Storm said in this, the Death Crew Council.
Yep.
We're just letting that sink in. The Death
I'm still letting that sink
Council. That has to be the dumbest shit. Like, they're just trying to bury this angle so badly. Like, I think they all want out, but they don't at the same time. They're like, we're kind of getting paid, so we kind of got to pretend we're into this, but let's just drop lines every now and then and make it dumber and dumber, so eventually...
I'm honestly thinking, like, that's not what it was called originally. There was like, let's think of some stupid name to call
what's the dumbest shit we can call... And we'll drop it in the promo, and we're just going to kill this angle. Yeah. Because why else would you call it the Death Crew Council? You're trying to kill the angle.
Yeah. Death Crew Council. You're practically saying you're going to kill this.
But anyway, they're going to have a match with Decay later on, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, I don't mind D.C.C. I just don't like the name.
It's so dumb. The whole angle is falling apart. Like, the second they unmasked them too early. They unmasked them all at once, which they shouldn't have done. They should have kept that air of mystery for a while.
I was about to say, they didn't really explain why. Like, tonight they did. Yeah. Like, sort of a little bit. But even then, it didn't really make sense. So it was like, Bram was saying, like, I got literally raped by Decay. They left me to die. And then Kingston's excuses were like, I've been told I was never good enough and I'm a violent guy. And then James Storm's like, see, we're the guys that told we're not good enough. We don't look like the type. It's like, wait a minute, you just told him. Bram just practically said he's out here for revenge.
Yeah,
like,
hang on, and you're not good enough. You're an how many time world champion?
You just said 15,
James Storm,
and the other
tag team champion.
And Kingston said he was been in the business for 15 years. So it's like, okay, I get why you're there, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was kind of
like as you said, it's like put together. It's like like they had it, the start. It was good, like as you said, like the whole mystery, the mask.
If they kept that going just for a little bit longer, they could have like really wrung something out of this. But it's really feeling. And if you're a TNA fan, you'll understand this. Who's been watching for a while. It really feels like aces and eights. It's falling apart so fast, so quickly. Like it's bad.
Oh, I've heard many stories about the aces and eights, the tragedies of aces and eights.
All right. So next up, we rolled into a backstage promo with Ali and Maria. Maria saying that the Miracle's gonna beat up Braxton and get revenge for her because she hates Ali. It's like. It's again, this was a little bit too high school even for me. I'm like, oh, come on, you're going to get your boyfriend to beat up her boyfriend?
Dude, I'm glad you said it because I was about to go
haymaker. Even I was like, that's a bit much.
Yeah, like it's so high school. Like, no. I don't want to see that. I saw this already like 5-6 years ago. I'm over
Yeah.
it.
5, 6. Oh, you're so young. But yeah, it's kind. Yeah, I was just like, look, it's. I think you've wrung about as much out of this as you can. Ali needs to get a dominant win over Maria.
Yeah.
First, you should work her way up. Get one off Laurel, get one off Sienna, and then get one off Maria.
Well, that's what I thought they were going to do. Because,
Yeah.
like, she beat Laurel.
Yeah.
Then she lost to Sienna.
Yeah.
Like, okay, why did she lose to Sienna?
It didn't make sense. Yeah, they're drawing it out. Like, they need to end this and just get her wrestling and get her in the title picture.
Like, they know she's ready.
Yeah.
She's fucking obviously proved it. Like,
she's been wrestling for years.
Yeah, no, and she's proved it, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, you know, in the shows that previously her wrestling, it's like, okay, she's ready to wrestle. You've obviously tested her. Let her go. She can obviously act. She can perform. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. All right, so that led to the next match, which was Decay versus the D.C.C.
Yeah.
Representing Decay, of course, is Crazy Steve and Abyss with Rosemary at ringside.
Yep.
Representing D.C.C. was Bram and Kingston with James Storm at ringside.
Mm-hmm.
This was actually a decent tag team match.
Good. This was actually a really good match too.
I was enjoying.
I would have put this at second.
Yeah.
For tonight.
I'd put it up there as well. I even like the ending of it, which most people are like, no finish, but it kind of works for the story.
No. I actually didn't mind the no finish, to be honest, dude. Because as you said, it worked very well with what's gonna happen with this storyline.
And it progresses it forward, and
it actually gives DCC some, leverage and shit. You know,
it makes them look like badasses for the first time.
Yeah, kind of.
Basically, Storm distracts Abyss. Abyss chases after him. Storm starts beating him down. The ref throws the match out, and everyone jumps everyone.
Yeah,
but with DCC clearly getting the upper hand. Other than Crazy Steve getting a couple of hits on Kingston, but overall, DCC had the upper hand.
Yeah, they had the upper hand. There was 3-on-2, guys.
Yeah. So it does kind of push that forward to they're going to have like a no DQ match or something like that, or a big blow off at some point. Yeah. Now, this, on the other hand, don't rush it. So let DCC have a match against someone else next week, and Abyss and Crazy Steve come out and jump them.
Yeah.
And
then continue the whole thing of them just like...
Yeah, then let them have singles matches. Have Kingston versus Abyss, because we haven't seen that.
Yeah.
And Bram versus Crazy Steve in singles matches week after week, and then put them into like just simple
and
booking.
And you can still have them at no counts too.
Yeah. And
make it like the match like
every time it falls into a brawl.
Yeah, it falls into a brawl. So it's like, what's gonna happen? Like
they're like, okay, that's it, that's enough, and then blow it off in a steel cage match.
Yeah, or something like that,
where they can't get out, and just go, that's it. You're all stuck in there, and the last one standing wins.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
They can drag that out for a while.
Drag it up. No, I don't mean like months and months. I mean even drag it out for like a month.
Yeah.
And then lead it to, and if you just have it like you were saying, every match breaks down into a massive brawl, and then we can introduce a new GM.
Yeah.
And have a new GM come out and just be like, I'm in charge.
Yeah.
Enough of this. You're all in a steel cage. Rosemary, do you want in on that too? Do you want to keep interfering? No? Then stay out.
Yeah, I can definitely see that happening. Yeah. Bringing the introduction of the GM.
That'd be great. All right, so next up we had a returning TNA ex-champion in Brooke Tessmacher is back, which is awesome. Great talent. It's great to see Brooke back. She took some time off to have a family and
she actually had an amazing run. Now it would be 2 years now.
Yeah.
Ago when they had the what was it? The world title group bracket challenge. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that for the world table, and there was even females wrestling in it and everything. That was awesome. And Brooke was in the knockouts bracket, with all the females, and
she had a couple of great matches.
She had some awesome matches in that.
But she also had a great run as world champion prior to that, which I think was before.
Yeah,
we were watching.
Yeah.
She is a fantastic talent in the ring, and true, when they first introduced her, she probably was a little bit green, but we watched her develop over a couple of years and turn into a fantastic talent. And it's great to have her back.
I'm very excited. Well done, Anthem.
Basically, the promo she cut was like, yeah, I got the junkie itch. I needed to come back. Wrestling's in my blood. I need it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sold. Awesome. Great to have you back. Can't wait to see her and her first match in the knockouts division.
And bring more knockouts into the
And we know that Angelina Love is back as well,
Yeah.
so I'm looking forward to her reintroduction into Impact
Exactly.
too.
Like, I know it's not new faces, but at the same time, I'm glad we get to see these
Yeah.
two come back.
It's Anthem doing the making it rain. It's like, why did they go? Oh, because they weren't getting paid. Throw some fucking money at it. Welcome back.
Oh god.
So now we had the blow off from the Maria Ali backstage segment where the Miracle versus Braxton Sutter with Maria in the Miracle's corner, of course, causing shenanigans and distractions. I actually really liked this match.
Yeah, it was a good match.
I thought this was a really well executed match. There was some great little spots in it, Maria distracting and so forth. Ali coming out at the end.
Dude told a great story.
Yeah, but the stars were definitely Braxton and Mike Bennett in the ring, telling an amazing story. And just a really good, tight match. There wasn't any bloopers. There wasn't any botches.
wasn't,
It was just a tight,
very
nice,
clean,
crisp
yeah,
match.
yeah.
Really enjoyed it. So the end, Braxton actually gets a jackknife cover out of nowhere after the Miracle had like totally
Yeah, he did
destroyed
the
him.
F5 finisher that he's got. I'm not sure what it's called.
Yeah, and then the power bomb.
and then the pile driver.
Pile driver,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
I'm sorry, a pile driver, and just completely destroyed Braxton. So that jackknife cover out of nowhere was really exciting. Like,
But before that, Ali had come out.
yeah, and
Yep.
Maria was making her
Yeah,
watch, holding
yeah.
her face and stuff. Braxton rolls out, and him and Ali celebrate. I hope like this is nearing the end of this arc.
Yeah.
But I did like this match.
Yeah,
I thought
no.
the match was really well
It
done.
was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be the ending of this whole bullshit saga.
Yeah, we might be getting to the end of this now. Because her boyfriend lost. So what's she got now?
Who else she's gonna get? She got her friends. They got beat down.
She's got to call her dad.
Yeah, she's gonna call her rich dad. What is a rich
Her
dad gonna do?
uncles.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
Sorry, Maria, you've lost this battle.
Alright, so next we have Rosemary comes to the ring, cuts a promo about how she's making the Knockouts division Decay.
Mm-hmm.
She's so over. At one point, the crowd starts chanting, Rosemary.
Rosemary, yeah.
And you can see her, like, she almost cracked a smile.
Yeah, she's just like, and then she had to do a psychotic smile to cover it.
It's great. She's doing some great work.
Yeah.
She's a great talent as well.
Great actor.
Great actor. Yeah, she knows, like, she commits to characters.
Yeah, man. And not much people do these days.
No, like her and Matt Hardy.
Yeah. Yeah.
They commit. Like, she's committed.
And she's one of those wrestlers too that if you actually go on her social media profiles and stuff, she actually doesn't break kayfabe.
no, she's committed
Yeah,
to her
yeah.
character.
She doesn't have to. Like,
Yeah.
like we know it's not. It's not real anymore. Like, a lot of wrestlers don't do that. Like, and she still does. And
I've
she's
only
in
seen-
TNA.
I've only seen one tweet from her, like, because I don't really use social media, but I did see one comment that, like, some other YouTuber made on one of her tweets and showed it. And I'm like, that's hilarious. Somebody had tweeted to her, like, hey, love what you're doing on TNA. I hope to see you more. And she just replied with, you will decay.
That's amazing.
So,
Yeah, see,
so
that's
good.
amazing, yeah.
It's so good. So anyway, Jade comes out and interrupts her to say, you haven't killed me yet. I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm still standing. Totally new look for Jade as well,
Yeah.
which is very cool. Like, I've noticed this year, a lot of people are trying new things and going, because Anthem's probably got like a little bit of resources behind them. They're like, try some new shit. Let's have some fun.
Mm-hmm.
So Jade and Rosemary are going to have a Monsters Ball match sometimes in the future.
Is this the first Knockouts Monsters Ball match?
No, I don't think so. TNA's been doing this type of shit for years.
Okay,
Dude.
fair.
I heard a comment, I think it was on Stephen Larson, where they were saying, the WWE's been congratulated for the women's division because they've finally started doing the right thing by them, whereas TNA's been doing this from the beginning of the Knockouts division and no one says shit. So it's, that's going to be an amazing match because they're two uber talented wrestlers. Like,
They had an amazing steel cage match.
it was
Last
fantastic.
year, dude.
Yeah.
It was actually one of my all-time matches of the year.
And Jade does wrestle hardcore as well
Yeah.
in indie promotion, so it'd be nice to, and Rosemary as well.
Well, no, they're two different styles. Like,
Yeah.
Jade's hard styles, like,
Hard Japanese martial artist style.
And then you got Rosemary, where she's just crazy indie spot monkey, like, not spot monkey,
No.
but does like amazing.
yeah, she
moves.
does amazing spots, but she is a competent, great technician as well. That's what I think I've always loved about the Knockouts division from its inception. Even if you go back to the very beginning, of Gail Kim was the first knockout. And she had people like Angelina Love and, you know, a whole Victoria was there at one point. And a great roster of women around her and Awesome Kong and so forth that were talented wrestlers first. It was fantastic that these are, you know, pretty, beautiful, amazing looking women as well. But the wrestling always came first.
Exactly.
So
that was actually one of the first things you said when I started watching TNA. You were like, the knockouts, dude, it's not divas. Like you will actually enjoy this stuff. Like
it's not the toilet break. Watch the match.
Yeah. And yep, I did, and so far I've seen some of the greatest matches of my life, and it's involved knockouts.
Yeah, like go back and watch Gail Kim and Awesome Kong series. Oh my god, or some of the stuff with the beautiful people. When Angelina Love was the queen of the knockouts. Just some of the work that they did was phenomenal, and it's hard to explain 5, 6, 7 years ago that women were wrestling at the same level as men were, because what you were seeing on WWE TV were divas, and everyone's like, no, they just have pillow fights and stuff, and it's like, no, Gail Kim is better than most of the guys on this roster. Like, can I explain this to you? Like, in a way you'll understand. She'd kick your ass like easily.
Awesome Kong would take out their world heavyweight champion. Yeah,
any day of the week. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to Rosemary and Jade, because they like are holding up that standard of quality that the Knockouts division has always had.
Yeah.
And that's fantastic. Like, that's awesome to see that. That's, you know, every now and then they've had a dip here and there, but everyone has. But overall, the standard of quality of wrestling in the Knockouts division has always
top tier.
Top tier. So yeah, awesome. And speaking of top tier wrestling, my match of the night.
My paired match of the night. It was paired with the first one. That's why I wanted to say
okay, so this was my match of the night, just because it's been over a year since we've seen the Wolves. So the Wolves versus the Hardys, two of the best tag teams on the face of the planet. You wouldn't
hear that,
Yeah, I've seen it before. You've seen it before because we watch Impact, but not many people would have seen this before, especially if you're new to Impact. And literally two of the best tag teams alive today for the TNA Tag Team title.
Yeah, main event.
Man, this match was near flawless.
It was spectacular. It was a tag team showmanship at its finest.
Dude, there was no botches, there was no screw up. I couldn't find a hole in any of this. The story they were telling was Davey Richards is still the best. And there was points that he's taking on the Hardys by himself and stuff. And doing these amazing double team. Like, he's got Matt Hardy in a figure four and puts Jeff in an ankle lock.
That was an awesome spot.
It was so good. And the crowd chanting Hardy after that. I'm like, you fucking idiots. Do you not see what I'm saying? Like,
I think they were chanting Hardys, need a ambulance.
I really, really loved it. This was how you tell a story, because there was two stories being told. The story is that the Hardys are, the best tag team currently.
Yeah.
And
in space and time.
All of space and time. And the other story being told is that the Wolves are falling apart.
Yeah.
So both of these stories were being told at the same time. And it was so well executed. Yeah. So well executed. Like, I can't give props enough to just how well the execution was from everyone.
The guys, like as I said, they just put on a true showmanship. Like, you sat there and, most matches we watch, we always have something to say.
Yeah.
Like, because we're dickheads. We always have something to say.
Yeah, we're smart asses.
Yeah, we're smart asses. We make jokes here and there, but who doesn't at the end of the day? No, this match, we was fucking quiet as...
Dead silent,
quiet as like a graveyard, man. Yeah. Like, it was ridiculous.
You could have heard a pin... Well, no, because the Pope was talking. But I was going to say you could have heard a pin drop, but no, the Pope was enjoying the match and getting into it, so you could have heard the Pope. It was great. I really enjoyed it. And the fact that, like, you knew... And I didn't want to say it during the match because I was just enjoying it so much. But going in, you know the Hardys are going to win, right?
Fucking oath.
But there was points where I'm like, maybe they're not.
Yeah. Like, I was on I've been back in the Hardy bandwagon for a while now. Yeah. Like, so I know, I'm so happy to see them as tag team champions. So, just question it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing.
There was just spots.
Like,
and
I was
bits
moments,
and
yeah, I was like, oh, look,
maybe
Wolves are going to win. Yeah,
give it to Davey, and then they'll give it back to
and
the
they
Hardys
deserve it
next
too,
week,
because, they're like, they were wrestling so well.
And so Jeff wins with a schoolboy roll-up.
Yeah.
Just to show how much of a, like, absolute slog and mission. Like, everyone hit everyone's finishers multiple times.
And, like, you know, they were kind of pinned and it was so close, and they just kept getting interrupted by the other tag team.
Like, Jeff was getting pinned, Matt came in and saved it. Eddie was getting pinned, Davey came in and saved it.
Like, really close.
It was really good. And the reason that they lost was because Davey was trying to communicate with Eddie outside the ring, who'd been knocked off the ring ropes by Matt Hardy.
Oh no, he jumped off the
to hit Hardy.
To hit Hardy, and then as he was trying to get back into the ring, Hardy was holding his leg.
So Davey was calling for the finisher, like, "Come on, what are you doing? Come on!"
And then he went over to the ring.
Jeff grabbed him and rolled him up. So even that like was spotless. Like,
it was executed
flawless.
very well. Like, it was all on point too.
Yeah.
They knew exactly what was going on. As soon as like Eddie jumped off from the ropes, they were like, "Oh, all right, I know where I'm going. I know my position."
Oh, it was a great match.
Yeah.
This again, I gave it match of the night. You gave it co-match of the night.
Yeah.
I definitely think, regardless of what you think of Impact or the whole show or whatever, or all the other characters, if you're only interested in the Hardys because of the whole Broken Hardy thing, this is definitely a match you should check out.
If you're just interested in watching a good wrestling match and just in general, watch this.
Yeah.
If you enjoy tag team wrestling, watch this.
Yeah, it was a good match.
It was a really good match.
So that's it. That's all I have. What about you?
No, I have nothing to say. I really enjoyed this episode, and I'm really looking forward to the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where Eli Drake's going with this whole no more talking thing.
The briefcase. What's it called again?
I don't know. It used to be Feast or Fight, but it's something else now.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, Race for the Case.
Race for the Case. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Always exciting.
4
matches.
title shots.
Yeah, we know our boy Eli's going to get one of them.
Yeah,
hopefully. Anyway,
hopefully, he should get the Grand Championship.
Yeah, most probably.
I think the Hardys are in it. Be interesting if the Hardys get the tag team titles.
Yeah, what are they going to do with it?
And have a match against themselves.
I can see that happening, actually.
Because we have the who else can challenge us but us?
Yeah.
So they're tagging themselves in and stuff.
Yeah.
That would be great. That'd be fun. What Rosemary and Jade in a Monsters Ball. That's going to be amazing. What's happening with EC3? He needs to get some wins in. Are we going to see the end of the whole Ali Maria thing and let Ali just actually wrestle in the women's division?
D.C.C and Decay.
D.C.C and Decay, where's this going? There's so many interesting story arcs now.
And there's still more coming. That's what I'm saying.
And Angelina Love's coming. Brooke's back.
Yeah.
This is great.
Rumors are going around left, right, and center that we're signing.
Other people may be coming along. The anthems. Show me the money, bitches. Here it is.
Thank you, Anthem.
So thank you so much for listening. I've been your host, the Stooge. As always, I've been joined by the one and only Gbanks.
Peace, y'all. Have a good one.
We'll be back with you next week. But until then, don't forget adventure, excitement. Stooge Craves, not these things.
Welcome to the Stooge Revolution.